In Lagos, most people give massages to heal the body. I do it to see the dead. My name is Chima, and every touch tells a story, usually a bloody one.
Chima has a secret. He fixes people's tired bodies with his hands in a small shop in Lagos. But when he touches them, he sees scary things. He sees shadows. These are ghosts that stick to people like glue. Today, a man sits down. Chima touches his back and freezes. A grey ghost with long, sharp fingers is hiding on the man's neck. The ghost is crying black tears. Chima feels the ghost's pain in his own heart. It feels like falling into a cold, dark well. He is afraid, but he cannot look away. The man leaves the shop, but the ghost is still riding on his shoulders. Chima is alone now, but the shop feels crowded. The air is very cold. He goes to the bathroom to wash his face with water. He looks into the mirror and screams. For 1 second, his own eyes are gone. His face looks like a dark cloud. He hears a tiny voice whisper, "Help us!" Chima knows the ghosts are starting to stay in his shop. He is not just a healer anymore. He is a house for the scary, hungry dead. Thanks for watching Franki Stories. If you're enjoying this, help us reach more people by hitting subscribe and liking this video. Now, let's get back to the story. A woman named Amina walks into the shop. She looks very sad and very tired. She moves slowly like she is carrying a big bag of stones, but her hands are empty. Chima feels a cold wind blow through the door when she enters. She sits in a chair and the wood makes a loud crack sound. It is like 10 people just sat down at once. Amina looks at Chima. Her eyes are full of red lines. She whispers, "Please, make the pain stop." Chima is shaking. He knows something very bad is coming. Chima walks to Amina. He slowly puts his hand on her shoulder. Usually, he sees one ghost, but this time, the whole room turns black. Chima sees hundreds of ghosts. They are all stuck to Amina's body. They are pushing and pulling her. They have angry faces and they are all screaming at the same time. Chima tries to pull his hand away, but he is stuck. The ghosts all turn their heads to look at him. They have fire in their eyes. They found him. Now, they want to jump onto Chima's body instead. Suddenly, Chima is not in Lagos. He is in a small village far away. The ground is red and the sun is hot. He sees a big fire burning a house. He sees people running and crying. A bad man with a scar on his face is laughing. He is hiding a big secret in a deep hole in the ground. The ghosts in Amina are the people from that village. They were hurt a long time ago. They are not sad. They are very, very angry. Chima's heart starts to beat too fast. He feels like he is dying. Amina leaves the shop, but the air stays cold. Chima closes his doors and starts walking home through the busy Lagos streets. Usually, the city is loud and bright, but tonight, everything feels quiet and grey. He looks behind him and sees a shadow moving. It is not his shadow. It is a tall, thin shape walking right behind him. Every time Chima stops, the shape stops too. People walk past him, but nobody sees the ghost. Chima starts to run. His heart is thumping like a drum. He realizes the ghosts are not leaving him. Chima reaches his house and locks the door with 3 locks. He leans against the wood, breathing hard. He thinks he is safe now. But then he hears a sound. Scritch, scratch. It is the sound of long fingernails on the outside of the door. Then he smells smoke. It is the smell of the burning village from his vision. He turns on the lights, but they flicker and go out. The room is pitch black. Suddenly, he feels a cold, wet hand touch his ankle. Someone is under his bed. The ghosts are inside his house. Chima runs to the kitchen to find a candle. He strikes a match and the flame jumps up. He screams. Sitting at his small table is a ghost child from the village. The child has no hair and his skin looks like burnt paper. The child is holding Chima's dinner plate, but the plate is full of hot red coal. The ghost child looks up and says, "We are hungry." Chima drops the match. The kitchen floor begins to shake. The ghosts are turning his home into a nightmare. They want him to feel their pain.
The big angry ghost with the fire in its eyes appears in the corner. This ghost is much stronger than the child. It moves closer to Chima, and the walls begin to bleed black oil. The ghost speaks, but its mouth does not move. The voice is inside Chima's head. It says, "Help us kill the man with the scar, or we will take your soul." Chima realizes this ghost does not want peace. It wants to use Chima's hands to hurt people. If he helps them, he might never be a good man again.
Chima tries to close his eyes, but he sees the burning village again. Every time he blinks, he sees the faces of the people who died. He is so tired, but the ghosts will not let him sleep. They pull his blankets off the bed. They whisper secrets about Amina into his ears. They tell him that Amina knows who the bad man is. Chima knows he must find her tomorrow. If he doesn't help her soon, the ghosts will break his body and use him like a puppet to get their bloody revenge. Chima wakes up on the floor. His bones ache like he was hit by a truck. He must find Amina before the ghosts destroy him. He goes back to the street where her car was parked, but it is gone. He asks the fruit seller, "Where is the woman with the heavy eyes?" The seller looks scared and points towards a big old house on the hill. "She lives there," the man says, "but people who go inside that house never come out smiling." Chima walks towards the hill. The sun is hot, but he feels like ice. The house is very big and very old. The paint is peeling off like dead skin. Chima knocks on the door. It swings open slowly with a loud creak. Inside, the house smells like old dust and funeral flowers. Amina is sitting on the floor in the middle of the room. She is surrounded by hundreds of lit candles. But the flames are not yellow, they are a ghostly blue. Amina looks up at Chima. Her face is pale. "I knew you would come," she whispers. "The ghosts told me you are the only one who can listen." Chima sits across from Amina. He touches the floor and sees a vision again. He sees a picture on the wall of a powerful man. The man in the picture has a deep scar across his cheek. Chima gasps. "That is the man from the burning village," he cries. Amina starts to weep. "That man is my father," she says. "He did something very bad to get his money and his power. He hurt all those people in the village. Now, their ghosts are using me to get to him. They want him dead today." Suddenly, the blue candles all go out at once. A giant black shadow rises behind Amina. This is the leader of the ghosts. It is taller than the ceiling. It has long, sharp teeth and eyes like red coals. It grabs Amina's neck with invisible hands. She begins to choke. The shadow looks at Chima and growls. "Use your gift," the ghost commands. "Pull us out of her and put us into the father. If you do not, we will rip her heart out right now." Chima is trapped. He doesn't want to kill anyone. Chima looks at Amina. She is turning blue because she cannot breathe. He looks at the giant ghost. If he pulls the spirit out of Amina, the weight might kill him instantly. But if he does nothing, Amina will die. The ghosts are screaming so loud that the windows start to shatter. Glass flies everywhere. Chima reaches out his hands. He knows that once he touches her again, there is no going back. He must decide if he will be a healer or a killer. The big ghost laughs a cold, evil laugh. The heavy front door slams open. A man walks in wearing a very expensive suit. He has a deep, ugly scar across his cheek. It is Amina's father. He looks at his daughter on the floor and then at Chima. He does not look scared. He looks angry. "Who are you?" he shouts at Chima. "Get out of my house." Chima can see what the father cannot see. Hundreds of grey, ghostly hands are reaching out from the walls. They are trying to grab the man's expensive suit. The ghosts are hungry for their long-awaited bloody justice. Chima stands up. His legs are shaking, but he finds his voice. "I know what you did," Chima says. "I saw the village. I saw the fire. I saw the people you hurt to get your money." The man with the scar stops walking. His face turns white. He looks at the empty air around him. "That was a long time ago," the father whispers. "Those people are dead. They cannot hurt me." But as he speaks, a cold wind knocks the pictures off the wall. The ghosts are screaming so loud, the floor begins to move. The giant ghost with the red eyes moves behind Chima. It pushes Chima's hands towards the father. "Touch him!" the ghost screams in Chima's head. "Put all our pain into his body. Make him feel the fire." Chima looks at his hands. If he touches the father, all the ghosts will leave Amina and jump onto the man. But the weight of so many angry spirits will surely kill the man instantly. Chima is a healer, not a murderer. But the ghosts are squeezing Amina's neck tighter. She is falling fast. He has to act now. Chima jumps forward and grabs the father's arm. The moment they touch, a giant bolt of blue lightning hits the room. Chima screams in pain. It feels like hot oil is being poured into his veins. He is the bridge. He can feel the ghosts flowing through his arms like a river of ice. They are leaving Amina. She gasps and starts to breathe again. But now, the ghosts are inside Chima's body, moving towards the father. Chima's skin starts to turn grey. He is carrying the weight of a whole village's death. The father tries to pull away, but Chima's grip is like iron. For the first time, the man with the scar can see them. He sees the burnt child. He sees the woman with the silver wire eyes. He sees the fire he started many years ago. "No, please!" the father screams. He falls to his knees. The ghosts are crawling all over him like angry ants. Chima is leaning over him, his eyes glowing with a strange ghostly light. The room is spinning. Chima is losing his own soul to the shadows. He is almost gone. Chima's skin is turning the color of ash. He feels the ghosts crawling inside his chest like cold spiders. They are leaving Amina, but they are not going into the father yet. They are stuck inside Chima. He is too small to hold all that anger. The father is screaming, "Let me go!" But Chima cannot move his hands. His fingers are locked onto the man's expensive suit. The big ghost with red eyes is laughing. It is using Chima like a cup to hold all the ghosts until they are ready to strike. Amina wakes up on the floor. She sees Chima shaking and turning grey. She sees her father crying on his knees. She knows Chima is dying to save her. She crawls to Chima and grabs his waist. "Stop it," she cries. "Do not kill him. If you kill him, you will be just like him." But the ghosts do not listen to her. They want blood. The windows of the big house start to explode. Glass rain falls on them. The ghosts are making a whirlwind of shadow and light in the middle of the room. Suddenly, the burnt ghost child stands between Chima and the father. The child is small, but he is very bright. He looks at Chima with sad eyes. "We do not want to be monsters," the child whispers. The other angry ghosts stop screaming for 1 second. They look at the little boy. Chima feels a tiny bit of warmth in his cold hands. He realizes the ghosts are confused. They are sad, and sadness has turned into anger. If Chima can show them peace, maybe he can save everyone. He closes his eyes and prays. Chima doesn't show the ghosts the fire anymore. He uses his mind to show them the village before the bad man came. He shows them the green trees, the children playing, and the taste of sweet water. He shares his own happy memories of his mother's cooking and the Lagos sun. The shadows start to change. They are not black and grey anymore. They are turning white like soft clouds. The heavy weight on Chima's chest starts to lift. The ghosts are remembering who they were before they died. They are finally starting to let go. The ghosts pull away from the father. They are standing in a circle, looking at the man with the scar. He is shaking and covered in sweat. He looks at the ghosts of the people he hurt. For the first time in his life, he is truly sorry. "I did it," he cries. "I burnt the village for the money. I am a bad man." As soon as he says the truth, the ghosts start to fade away. But the big red-eyed ghost is still there. It does not want peace. It wants to finish the job.
The red-eyed ghost screams. It is the only one left. It does not want to go to heaven. It wants to stay on earth and be a king of pain. It jumps on Chima's chest, pushing him into the wall. Chima feels his ribs starting to crack. The ghost is trying to crawl into Chima's mouth to take over his body forever. Amina grabs a heavy gold statue from the table and throws it at the ghost. The statue passes right through the shadow. "Leave him alone," she yells, but the monster is too strong for her. Chima can feel his soul slipping away. He is becoming a shadow too. But then, he hears a soft sound. It is the sound of the other ghosts. The white ghosts of the villagers are coming back. They are not angry anymore, but they are protecting Chima. They wrap their glowing arms around the red-eyed monster. They are pulling the monster away from Chima's heart. "No!" the monster bellows. The room is filled with white and black smoke. Chima falls to the floor, gasping for air. The good ghosts are fighting for his life. The white ghosts pull the red-eyed monster towards the father. The man with the scar is crying. He knows he cannot run anymore. The ghosts do not kill him. Instead, they touch his eyes. Suddenly, the father screams. He is seeing every person he ever hurt. He is feeling their hunger and their cold. The ghosts have given him a shadow of his own. Now, every time he closes his eyes, he will see the village burning. He will never have peace again. The ghosts have given him the ultimate punishment. He must live with his guilt. The room suddenly becomes very quiet. The wind stops blowing. The white ghosts look at Chima one last time. The little burnt boy smiles at him. He touches Chima's hand, and for the first time, the touch is warm. It feels like the morning sun. "Thank you," the spirits whisper together. Their voices sound like leaves in the wind. One by one, they turn into bright sparks of light and fly out the broken window. Chima stands up and brushes the dust off his clothes. His skin is brown again, not grey. The shop in Lagos is waiting for him. He looks at Amina. She's smiling for the first time. The father is sitting in the corner, whispering to himself. He is a broken man. Chima walks out of the house and feels the hot Lagos sun on his face. He still has his gift, but he is not afraid anymore. He is the man who talks to shadows. He walks home, ready to help the next person who knocks.